We had our amazing back-to-back Bachelor.
I can't believe that I get to be the Bachelor again.
We had real love stories.
I am absolutely, completely falling in love with you.
But literally none of them worked out, so we also had heart-wrenching goodbyes. This is your The Bachelor Greatest Seasons Ever, Episode 6, Brad Womack recap. Grab your glasses. It's time for Roses and Rosé. Hi, babes. It's me, Lauren Zima. Oh, everybody, we are here in our Texas gear to talk about Brad Womack.
This good-looking guy from Austin, Texas.
You're a little too good to be true, I think.
Got some stars on, because Lone Star State. And JC in a denim moment with his guitar, because country music. Chrisanne, you know, this is what she had in the quarantine, kind of a Texas Coachella. Actually, Chrisanne, that would work very well in Austin, which is where Brad Womack is from.
Hey, ladies.
Hey. Brad Womack, the only lead ever to do the show, not once, but twice. I keep calling him back-to-back Brad, but it wasn't. I think it was 2007 and like 2011. But we're getting both seasons in one episode on The Bachelor Greatest Seasons Ever.
The greatest seasons ever.
Let's get to it. First of all, what did you guys think of this episode? I absolutely loved it. I had never watched Brad's seasons, and I just thought they were both so good. No wonder they asked him back. This was quality television. Brad was bold. Brad was benevolent. Brad was breathtaking. Brad's a good-looking guy. Yeah, he is.
I would let him ravish me anytime.
But another great B, Brad was a great bachelor because he was a successful business owner. And one more great B, he owned bars. Yes, wonderful.
Own 4 businesses, bars, nightclubs.
So in honor of Brad and his bartending, bar-owning ways, I'm starting off tonight with a little cocktail. This is called a Texas Ranch Water. It is a favorite cocktail of mine. If you guys don't know it, very simple. A little tequila, a little fresh lime juice, and a little Topo Chico, a favorite mineral water over there in Texas. So Brad's night begins, and don't drink every time bars were mentioned.
I own a few bars.
The ladies are like, I can make a drink.
I could flip a few bottles.
I'm a bartender too.
Yeah, I'll have to make you a drink later.
I drink alcohol.
I bartend as well some on the night.
Don't drink every time I say a B word. Back-to-back Brad, bold, benevolent, breathtaking. It's gonna be hard, Lauren, you're talking about The Bachelor. He was beloved by the women. And honestly, Brad was the epitome of what we want in a bachelor to me. He was successful, good-looking, kind, and you know, Brad kept saying, I'm just a normal guy.
I'm just an everyday, hard-working guy that's looking for his soulmate.
But he was that elevated normal, the guy everybody wants to date, the Bachelor.
I'm not royalty, I'm not a professional athlete.
I mean, he's like, I'm a normal guy with my incredibly chiseled jaw, perfect coif of hair, and beautifully manicured stubble. Brad's good looking.
I feel like, kind of like a little bit of a movie star right now.
Honestly, I kind of thought Brad Womack's on movie star level. He was like Brad Pitt meets Bradley Cooper. And we're far from the shallow now. He was in the depths, down deep, didn't actually end up with anyone. Okay! I mean, it's funny because Texas is the Lone Star State, and he looks like a star, wound up alone. Brad Womack was so amazing, even Chris Harrison said, how are you here?
This good-looking guy from Austin, Texas, who's extremely successful, is single. How are you here?
So night one, right off the bat, don't drink every time these women talk about how sexy Brad is.
We have the sexiest bachelor ever.
He is so hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is right.
Hey, sexy.
This good-looking guy.
You know, they told me you were hot, but I didn't know you needed a fire extinguisher.
Oh my goodness, he is so cute.
Brad really checked all the Bachelor boxes. Another B word, oh God. This was about 2007, so I think he was about 35, really looking to settle down,
I'm ready to get down on my knee, propose.
and a real man of substance with a lot to discuss.
I truly want to find out what they're all about.
Not what we've had in recent seasons, you know. This really spotlit it for me. It's been a minute since we had a lead who was a little bit older and who really knew what they were looking for. Instead, we've been like on the journey with them to find out what they're looking for, which is good, but it's different. And I'm ready for Claire Crawley season for that reason. It's like when we've had a couple similar vibe seasons, good for a pivot, you know? Pivot! Pivot. Pivot! And first there's Jenny.
I want to be the person that you fall in love with.
Oh, sweet Jenny, cheers to her. I mean, don't drink every time. This woman is the sweetest.
She's very giving, generous, and loving,
I want to be the person that you fall in love with.
but she is always smiling.
I mean, she is telling him she loves him and she is crying and Brad is doing everything right and comforting her while she is telling him that she loves him and crying. And it was like, oh my God.
I think that I have met the person that I'm meant to be with. I'm really excited.
And then there's Deanna, the strongest. Don't drink every time Deanna was strong.
I came into it just saying I was just gonna be myself. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, I'll go home. I'm gonna hang out with my family.
That's fair.
What did you guys think of these relationships? I felt I was watching a movie. I felt I was listening to scripted words.
I want to be happy. As happy as I've been in the past few weeks, I want this for the rest of my life.
It was so beautiful.
This is going to be one of the most difficult things I've done in my entire life.
And then it's the finale, even though we're only halfway there with the finale. Television math, okay.
Today, by all accounts, has been nothing short of brutal.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this tequila because what an ending. Yeah. Hopefully Brad's serving some stiff drinks at the bar he owns. Breaking a lot of hearts, you know. So Brad's talking to Jenny.
From the first moment I saw you, I was absolutely taken back by your beautiful smile.
And you can tell she thinks it's going well.
I want this. I want this so bad.
And then he takes a turn. Pivot! And you can see her face fell. You literally see it fall. You see her eyes change.
I never thought I'd tell you goodbye. I truly didn't.
So why does Brad break up with Jenny? Well, he tells her, you know, everything's so great, but he wants something more.
I want something more that I can't find with us.
And I don't know how this man managed to say something so savage and still seems so nice.
I want something more.
It's that Texas gentleman in him, I'm telling you. I mean, to tell somebody you're great, but I really want something more. Listen to how that sounds when I say it. Versus Brad.
I want something more that I can't find with us.
I'm watching a movie star, you know? That's what I'm saying. The man can perform. But it's also genuine, I think. Do you think Brad's fake or genuine? Because after he broke up with these women, people thought he was pretty fake.
It breaks my heart to have to tell you that because I feel like the luckiest guy just to have spent any amount of time with you.
I mean, when he is talking, I really feel like I'm watching like a Ryan Gosling character in The Notebook. And maybe Deanna's Rachel McAdams and maybe Jenny's that other woman from later. I don't know, but it felt like a film.
I don't think so.
What can I do to change your mind?
Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. We got some movie star quality people on this reality show this season, okay? So Jenny is just sobbing into his shoulder and my gut is wrenched. And then it's time for Deanna. And everybody, if you think about seeing this movie back when it came out in theaters, you didn't know the ending. And you're probably watching it thinking, well, surely he'll pick Deanna. Plot twist! Pivot! You know what? I need more tequila. That's okay. Oh, that felt like a lot. Well, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, we need lime juice. We have butter knife for stirring, so that is gonna be very clear. Oh God, here we go. Oh yeah, that tastes like tequila. Okay. And we're back. And so Deanna is here. Imagine that you're at home watching, and you know the way The Bachelor works. At this point, we're 10-ish seasons in. So you think Brad dumped Jenny, and certainly he'll propose to Deanna. He even has an engagement ring. But as Brad's starting to talk,
I just say goodbye to Jenny.
and the romantic film you'd been watching becomes a horror picture. He's stressing.
Hold on real quick.
He's, how do guys do this? He's unbuttoning his collar. And he's pacing.
Okay, hold on real quick.
He's pacing. He's just walking around this tiny courtyard. What's he doing? Where are you trying to go, Brad? Where are you trying to go? You're just in this little courtyard. Oh, that's a hedge. Oh, that's a stone wall. That's another hedge. Brad, you're stuck! And just like a country song, our Texas golden boy with the movie star good looks tells her he has to, quote, say goodbye.
I have to tell you goodbye.
The horror! Oh, this is not The Notebook. No, no, no. I think I got the parts wrong. Deanna isn't Rachel McAdams. Brad isn't Ryan Gosling. It's that Brad is Rachel McAdams and Deanna is James Marsden? I don't know, but who's Brad gonna end up with?
Now I hate you.
Who is Brad Womack's Ryan Gosling? And ultimately, did you understand Brad's explanations to these women? I did not. He had seemed so happy with both of them, the relationship so great, and I think that's why it was such an incredibly shocking finale when it really aired, because not only had a lead never chosen no one in the finale, but also he just seemed to have two wonderful options. I don't know, Brad, I don't know. From a romantic film, to a horror picture, to a mystery thriller. What's a mystery is how much tequila I put in here, because I did not measure that.
Would it have been false if you had continued on with Deanna?
We get a little bit of the after the final rose. And Bachelor historians, do you know when we started doing those? Let me know in the comments below. And Chris Harrison wants to know, why, Brad, why?
Why did he buy a ring? Why did he go through all that?
And Brad still doesn't know. He mentions not having butterflies for Jenny.
Why didn't I get the butterflies? I don't know.
He mentions his gut feeling being wrong, I think, for Deanna.
I had a very big gut feeling that this just wasn't right.
Here's my take. Don't look too hard for the butterfly feelings. That tends to be kind of an immature excitement in the very beginning initial attractions of things, and it doesn't indicate a long-term relationship. But your gut feeling, I will say, trust it.
Trying to process this too.
Still not really enough of an explanation for me though, considering how far he'd gone with each of these women.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, and now they're here! We're gonna catch up with them on Zoom, and don't drink for every one of their names.
Joining us now, Deanna Pappas-Stagliano and Ginny Croft Bottolato join us.
I think that they're both married now and that they've done the hyphenated name thing, which is great. It's just there's a lot of names.
He just could not give a straightforward answer as to why he decided not to pick anyone.
So we catch up with Brad, and one more B, his beard.
Is that a corn beard you got going?
That's a low maintenance, I'm old and don't care beard.
Yes, Brad's beard is like another character on this show now. That thing is rough and gruff and tumble. What? Texas things, I don't know. Tequila!
I have no idea why I said that. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, ma'am.
He still doesn't really have answers for us. So what did we think of Brad's first season? Let me know in the comments below. Now we know that he came back for season 2 after, and I quote, a lot of therapy.
3 years of very intensive therapy. I found an incredible therapist and really analyzed the reasons behind my phobia of commitment.
And season 2 started with a bang! Yes, I slapped myself because season 2 started off with a bang.
Okay, I'm just the messenger.
Season 2 of Brad Womack's Bachelor journey. This was season 15, a couple of years after his first season.
What's wrong with me?
And don't drink every time. Brad said he worked on himself.
I found an incredible therapist, and it took a lot of therapy, and it took a lot of time. More importantly, I want to prove to myself that I've changed. I'm a better person. Enough is enough. I needed to make a change.
So the question would be, could he finally find the one? The sequel. Oh, another movie, the sequel. Honestly, it's like when you get, you want a sequel of a really good movie. Great, okay. And understandably, on night 1, these ladies had lots of questions about Brad's plotline.
You're in this for the real thing this time, right?
Don't drink for every question they had for Brad.
For the real thing this time, right?
I hope that you're ready to answer a lot of questions over and over and over again.
Is it that he's scared? Is he serious? What happened and when did you know?
What made you really want to do this all again?
So you weren't ready to open up then, but you are now.
Are you in a good place in your life?
Great place. This group of women is tough. I am here to find a wife.
Which brings us to Michelle Money.
I watched your season and I was very impressed with your decision.
Thank you.
So Michelle Money was kind of the villain on Brad Womack's season.
From here on out,
Yeah.
no talking.
Rather iconic, she told Brad she wanted him to send women home.
I think we should go send some girls home now.
Like specifically which women? And said like he needed to do it now.
It's time for him to start handing out roses and getting rid of some of these girls.
Here's to a strong character.
I really, really like Michelle. What I don't like is when Michelle starts questioning my decisions.
But Brad is also bold. He's not gonna let her tell him what to do.
You called me out on keeping people.
What did you think of this? Whose side were you on here? Michelle Money's or Brad Womack's? I was on Brad's side, yes, I will say that.
Man, I'm obnoxious.
And then we get an update with Michelle Money.
So it was really hard to watch because you're just like,
And it's really great to see her because she does what I've said many times is the most important thing for a reality character to do. She owns it. She says she was obnoxious on that season. She can't believe it.
I'm incredibly obnoxious. Kind of awesome too.
But she's so happy now. And we also caught up with her daughter who had been in a very bad skateboarding accident recently and luckily is doing well.
I'm recovering fast, I'm doing well, got out released from all my therapies.
So cheers to Michelle Money, honey.
Chantel.
He dumps Michelle and he's walking her out. And he's like, can I hold your hand?
Have your hand or not a chance?
Probably not.
No! And Michelle gave up as she literally laid down in the limo and didn't talk. That's a mood, I'll be honest. I was watching her thinking, mood. And I felt it. Yeah, okay, we gotta keep going. Yeah. Keep going, get up, lift each other up.
Let's face it, this girl's the entire package. I like this girl a lot.
But back to season 15, and it is Brad and Ashley. So obviously these two didn't work out. Spoiler alert, she would go on to become the Bachelorette, but anyway.
Tell me about you. What makes you you?
Brad and Ashley's conversations, again, you guys, I just felt Brad asked really good questions and had real discussions with these women.
Do you think you can allow yourself to live while you're trying to achieve?
No, okay, so that's such a great point.
But I also think part of it was the women. Ashley was very focused on her career.
I know, I'm very career-oriented, and, I've made that really clear. But at the same time, I want to be Superwoman. I want to be able to do everything.
And, it made me think, why haven't we seen these back and forths on recent seasons of the show? And I think it's because a lot of people are now going on the show to make that a career, to be an influencer. And so it's not being discussed. And it does take a lot of the meaning out of those chats, I'm almost wondering, should the show just allow people to say, I'm on here in part because this is a career move for me, and here's my plan for myself. Let's talk about our life after the show together. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Does the reality of what life is really like after The Bachelor need to be acknowledged more in the dating interactions on the show?
Brad makes me feel like I'm the most special, beautiful, wonderful person in the world.
But now we're on the journey with Brad and Chantel, and Brad and Emily Maynard.
Thank you for doing this. It really means a lot to me.
I just feel like I've watched about 1 million amazing relationships on this episode. Brad, I hope your bar is having ladies' night because you did.
I do have 2 women left that I can see a future with. I've never felt this way, and it scares the hell out of me.
Oh, but we're on the finale round 2, and he is dumping Chantel.
And here's where it gets tough.
Chantel.
Chantel.
And this Texas gentleman is still so sincere. She literally tells him after he breaks up with her, "You're amazing."
You know, you're an amazing person.
I have stronger feelings for someone else. And I don't.
Just sucks because I felt so strongly.
I mean, I'm emotionally exhausted. So many dumpings. This is like an extra amount of dumpings because it's 2 seasons in 1 episode, and it didn't work out in the first finale, so it's like a lot of really intense dumpings. It's like, are you guys feeling kind of emotionally dead lately? I am personally, I know. So now it's time for the E, the ending, and also Emily. And so the question is, what will Brad do? Everyone in America is watching with Brad bated breath. Will he dump her again, or will he find his happy ending? That's another E word, okay.
You look stunning.
Brad is talking to Emily, and he's adjusting his collar again. Brad, why are you reaching for the collar? Why are you sweating?
Sorry.
Are you gonna be running around stuck again? You've got more of an open landscape this time. No hedges to get caught behind. What will you do, Brad?
You're so much more to me than a leap of faith. You're the one, Em.
And Brad proposed.
Emily, please make me happier than I've ever been in my life and marry me.
I would love to.
Oh, you know, he did say that the proposal was genuine, and I do believe him, but also he couldn't have gotten 2 seasons without proposing to anybody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the man would have just been completely hated. I mean, Chris Harrison even made the joke that he would have had to move to Russia.
Move to Russia or somewhere.
To continue with his life. So it's like Brad had to propose, but also Emily Maynard's great, so I understand why you would propose to somebody like Emily Maynard, but anyway, I think Brad's great too. I don't know, let me know in the comments below. Okay. But we know she was not the one, hun. Yes, those 2 stayed together for a little while after the proposal and ultimately did not work out. Then Emily became the Bachelorette, and that didn't work out either. But she is now married and happy and has a beautiful family. Quarantine check-in, cheers! Don't drink for every one of her kids.
She's the best big sister ever.
I just got all the kids. And of course, she still says Brad is amazing.
I have nothing but good words to say about Brad.
What do you guys think? Was Brad the most beloved Bachelor by the women? And honestly, whether it's a magical cinematic movie star spell or not, I was loving Brad.
If you have anything to say, I'd love to hear it.
And in my head, I was going, Brad for Bachelor? Round 3? And then Chris Harrison even suggested it.
Will you be the Bachelor again for the 3rd time?
But then Brad said, no, 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 and I'm dating someone. And so that's great. No disrespect to this woman, and obviously she thinks Brad is amazing, and I'm glad they're happy together, him and her and his beard, and so that's great. So we have just in time gotten to the bottom of our tequila. Yes, a little Texas ranch water for the man who slaughtered a bunch of women's hearts. Sorry, that was dark, but He did. We've been reviewing a lot of the seasons. Ultimately, what is your favorite season of The Bachelor or Bachelorette? And has the Greatest Seasons Ever show changed your mind on any of that? Let me know in the comments below.
I will be back in 2 weeks for a look back at one of the most explosive seasons in Bachelorette history.
Next up is Ali Fedotowsky's season. Ooh, this one was a good one. One of the ones that I kind of watched on and off. We had some amazing characters like Frank, rated R. It's gonna be so good. And by the way, you guys, I can't believe I haven't been doing this. Is the quarantine messing with my mind? I haven't done any shameless plugs in quite some time, and we have several to mention. I have been interviewing every single lead to go with their episode of The Greatest Seasons Ever. So check out on Entertainment Tonight's YouTube channel interviews with Sean and Catherine, Caitlin and Jason, JoJo and Jordan, Trista and Ryan, and not a part of The Bachelor Greatest Seasons Ever, but I did get the first on-camera interview with Bachelor Peter Weber since his finale. Also joined by his lovely girlfriend, our legal eagle, Kelly Flanagan. Yes, the two of them are in love. They're so happy. So you can watch all of those and of course, tell me what you think. As always, I love you babes so much. Thank you for watching. I am on TikTok, Cameo, Instagram, and we are here with new episodes of Roses and Rosé. Love you. Bye. Is this too Texas? It's too much. Because he's not actually a cowboy. I shouldn't have, it's too much. I should just take it off. But he's from Texas. I don't know. I'm trying to be festive. Guys, I'm getting in my house all day. I'm not seeing anybody or talking to anybody. So all I can do is think of fun costume things. This is Chris's. No, he owns this. I don't know why. It's too much.